Why don't you tell me what's on your mind?
I wouldn't even know where to start.
Well, like anything else, there is no start and no end. So anywhere in the middle will do.
I mean, it's it's hard being here a little bit. You know, I come from a version of the world where you aren't there anymore, and I know that I have you. I know I mean, I guess I've sort of accepted that I have these different versions of you, but it's also I'm sorry, I don't want to hurt your feelings. I mean, it's there were so many things that were left unsaid with my mum and dad, and it's not like I can say them to you because we didn't have those experiences. I don't need to apologize to you for anything because that wasn't our history. And I've got nothing to be mad at with this with Seamus because he didn't make the mistakes that my dad did. And I know that you might have some answers to some of the questions, but definitely not all of them. Not that any parents, I'd imagine, have answers to all the questions. It's just a lot.
She comes in. She comes and brings you the a cup of a cup of steaming tea, and carries one herself and sits you down at the table, looking out the glass at the temple outside and the rest of the rest of the city beyond. And and she says, "Look outside. What do you see?"
So
Yes,
the temple.
exactly. Everything as it should be, yes?
Yes, but
From what
even
from what
in
you
this
told me,
version of it,
this is what you wished for, is it not?
in many ways, yes.
Then perhaps you should be willing to be rewarded. Why do you punish
I
yourself?
I want to be grateful. I do. It's just I feel like I'm mourning at the same time.
Of course you are, dear. Everything has changed and everything is strange here, but yet strangely familiar and discomforting at the same time, of course. But you cannot allow that which you fear to overcome the joy of life. Look at the life that you see outside. This still exists. This is still here. What you have
For how
lost,
long will it be here? I mean, I
how lo-
disappeared in an instant.
such is the way of life. Everything has a beginning and an ending. Do not mourn when it ends, because eventually it will come back again.
I wish there was more I could do to fix it, or at least to fix the little mistakes that make things end too quick. I
When
want
there
to
are
study more of chronomancy.
perhaps perhaps the mistakes are the, the mistakes only highlight the overall beauty of the piece. For for when you mend a bowl, do you not see the cracks? And is the bowl not more beautiful for the cracks that have been mended?
I don't know, I feel like I'm just looking at
She lifts up her
all and
she lifts up her teacup and shows you the fact that it looks like it's been mended more than a couple of times.
I don't know, what if you just look at the cup every day and all you can see is how many times you've broken it?
Then that is a matter of perception. You can retrain your minds how you perceive things. Because you can choose to see the flaws, or you can choose to see the beauty, or you can choose to see them all and how one complements the other. But how you see them is ultimately up to you.
I want to get there. I think it's also very soon
Well,
to reach that point.
just remember that the observer affects the observed, and doubly so when it is yourself.
I don't want to be negative. I don't want to be sad about things. It's just, feels like 2 days ago I was talking to a completely different version of you, and it's just confusing. It's going to take time, but I am trying. I'm trying to do what you're saying.
She puts her hand on your hand and says, "Yes, it is confusing. I have no clue what's going on, but I know that in the end we will find the answer together."